Hello everyone, this is Donna from Even the Scales, and I'm on my channel right now to protect myself from the stalking and abuse that I'm being put through here in Campbelltown, New South Wales. First of all, I just want to say that I want these illegal cameras removed from my home that St George Community Housing has placed here in my unit, and this is what is enabling these stalkers to continue to stalk, harass, and put me through psychological abuse. Since I woke up this morning, there have been abusive men stalking in loud vehicles, and that includes the Campbelltown police, who have been deliberately turning their siren on and off, stalking the area, trying to encourage the community to put me through abuse, because they like to try and create an illusion to the community that they're still involved in, or they're still not involved, but they're still in control of the situation, because they don't want people to stop putting me through abuse. They're definitely involved in this abuse. They are the main perpetrators. They are doing this because they are trying to cover up the corruption that exists at the Campbelltown police station. That's why they're doing this. So that they encourage the community to abuse me. They don't want that abuse to stop. So they're just taking that risk, and they're going out there and they're trying to rally up help to put me through abuse. They've been doing this since I got up this morning. And when I first woke up this morning, before I even moved, there were abusive men set up waiting to carry out noise and pollution attacks. This happens every single morning, and even though there aren't as many vehicles taking part in those noise and pollution attacks, it shouldn't be happening at all. And these people premeditate their actions. They're sitting there waiting. So it's like there's this crime network of, there's this crime network. There is this network of criminals that also include the Campbelltown police that are all working together right now to put me through this abuse. There's a device that's been implanted in my body where these people can watch my heart rate on a monitor as they carry out abuse, and they can also see my vital signs, so they can see when I awake from my sleep. So the abuse starts the minute I open my eyes. So it is that monitor that's in my body, and these cameras that are in my house. There's one also in my bedroom. So these people know, my every movement in my home. These abusive men have been stalking me according to my movements in my home over the past couple of days. They do that just to try and show their control over me, and, just to let me know that they're watching me in my house. So that's what's been going on all morning. That stalking and those noise attacks have been going on all morning. And yes, there aren't as many people, but it's still going on, and it shouldn't be going on at all. I shouldn't be getting stalked and harassed at all. I'm an innocent person, and this is happening to me because of corruption in the justice system and in the health system here in New South Wales. That's been going on for years in my life. These people are panicking. The only people that are left carrying out this abuse is the most cruelest people. They are the only ones left, because they are the only people that's willing to stoop as low as these people are right now, because they know that they're doing this to an innocent person, but they're trying to hurry up and kill me because they don't want to be held accountable for what they've done over the past 21 months, and some of them for a lot longer. The health system and the justice system, the corrupt members of the health and the justice system, there are people that work in those fields that have been involved in putting me through psychological abuse for many years, and my family members have also been involved with them doing that. So there's no one for me to turn to for help here. So these men, they are huge cowards. I had abusive men stalking my home all day long yesterday. I mean, that's all these men can find to do with their time is stalk an innocent woman just to try and cause her fear. That's what they're trying to do. And it went on all day yesterday. So, you know, that's also a part of the environmental crimes that's happening here in Campbelltown. This stalking goes on all day. These men use any kind of transport that they can find to carry out noise abuse, and there are Transport New South Wales workers that were involved in that at 7:50 a.m. this morning. These people also do a lot of this stalking and noise abuse to get attention from the other people that are viewing into my home illegally. Because yes, these are the cruelest people that are left involved. It's the same groups over and over. A lot of them do this for attention from the other abusers. There are cameras in my home where this landlord, who is St George Community Housing, is allowing random members of the community to pay to view me be put through cruelty in my home. This is St George Community Housing, well-known housing provider. They have rigged 3 of my neighbours' homes so that they can tamper with the air in my home. One of them was still doing that this morning, the woman that lives in the unit right next door to me. And the woman downstairs, she's still been sending dust through into my home too. But when any of them turn their range hoods on, what it does is it blows down dust from inside the roof. It falls from every area of the ceiling into my home. And they're doing that to try and provoke me. They're doing that to try and cause me health issues also. These people don't care. They're just trying to get rid of me. They don't care how they do it, whether they're trying to cause me a mental health breakdown, or they're trying to cause me a health episode by constantly putting me through stress. And they know I have severe PTSD. They're watching my heartbeat on a monitor as they carry out this abuse. So if they see that my heart rate is up, they'll all work together to carry out abuse in whatever way they can. I mean, these people are absolutely desperate right now. Any way that they can find to put me through any kind of abuse at all, they will do that. You know, it can be as simple as someone driving past and beeping their horn. And now I've mentioned that, they'll probably do that, because everything I mention on these videos to protect myself from these people, they do more. So this is how cruel they are. They will increase the abuse, and especially when it is things that I mention, because they must think, oh, look, that's really annoying her, so let's do it more. And, you know, it's not so much that it annoys me. It's just the fact that I want to let people know what these people are doing. Because what I've been through here in Campbelltown over the past 21 months from this landlord and these neighbours and these police, someone could drive past beeping their horn and, you know, I know why they're doing it, but, you know, that's the least of my worries right now because of what the severity of the abuse that these neighbours and the police have been putting me through. And they also do things like that to humiliate me and degrade me in my home. A lot of it's done to cause me humiliation. And, yeah, that's a big part of it as well. I have no dignity at all in my home. I'm put through humiliating and degrading abuse all day, every day from these people. And I don't deserve any of it. It's happening because of corrupt cops and corrupt people in this community here in Campbelltown, New South Wales. And it's the same groups over and over again. And they've been getting away with this because these are people that abuse their power. They sit in positions of power here in Campbelltown. And, you know, whether that just be someone who drives for public transport in some way, or whether that is a neighbour that has the ability to abuse my air, These are people that are abusing their power because of their positions, wherever they are. So the landlord, of course, St George Community Housing, is abusing his power. So are the staff that work there. And so are the neighbours that they are paying to put me through this abuse. I'm surrounded by these neighbours. 3 of them can control my air. They're all extremely desperate right now because of what they've put me through over the past 21 months. Some of them for 5 years have been putting me through psychological abuse. Because when I moved into these units, it was all a big setup. The landlord took bribes from corrupt members of the justice system to try and have me abused to death. These neighbours have been in on this since the day I moved in here. 2 of them downstairs, that live downstairs from me, have been. I'm surrounded by these people. They're dangerous, they're desperate. I mean, they're willing to take a life. The ones that are joined to my unit, those 3 neighbours, they're tampering with my air. They know I have severe PTSD. They're watching my heart speed up when they carry out this abuse, putting me through trauma because I'm so traumatised by these people. And that's attempted murder. So these people are proving to everybody, and they've done so over and over again, that they are capable of taking a life. I am living within metres of these people, and they constantly look for ways to harass me. There's 7 neighbours up this end in this block, because there's 2 blocks of units here, and there's 7 up this end that are just looking for ways every minute of the day. These people view into my home illegally. They view my devices illegally. They track my vehicle. They watch my vital signs, and they also track me everywhere I go, so they know when I'm on my way home. One of these neighbours actually came into my house the other day, and this person went to my personal journaling. That information is absolutely sacred to me. This person has gone and taken photos, they must have taken photos, because they've gone through all these books in my home that I've been recording all this abuse in, and they have given that out to the community so that they can abuse me. So that's how corrupt this landlord is. He's letting people into my home when I'm not here because he knows when I'm on my way home. This landlord has deliberately set up hazards around the building to try and make me fall over. This is St George Community Housing. I'm going to say it again because they're well known, and they're abusing people to death in their homes for bribe money. There's also another block of units that's on the other side of the driveway, and a large majority of those people are involved in this also. They also view into my home illegally. They also violate my privacy in all of those ways that I just mentioned. And there's also other neighbours that surround me that live in private housing around here and who rent off other people that are involved in this. I'm surrounded by these people. Absolutely surrounded. There's men stalking my home now in V8 cars. They do that to deliberately create pollution. And it's just so pointless. It is. It's so pointless. And, you know, I've said time and time again, the mentality of these people is just so low. It really is. What they do makes absolutely no sense. It's like the only way these people know how to deal with the mess that they've created is to abuse, be as cruel as possible, and that's their answer. That's their answer to try and get out of accountability for their crimes. So this is what they're trying to do. I need urgent help because there are like a lot of these people. Like it's just me up against all these people. There's no one to call for help because it's corrupt members of the justice system and the health system involved in this, and my family members who have also taken money from these corrupt people to be a part of this. Money was more important to them than anything else. And They have also stolen my life. They've stolen an inheritance from me. Corrupt members of the justice system have helped my family get away with committing crimes on my life for years. There's one particular cop that has had a lot of control over my life for many years, and he is very corrupt. He is very cruel. He's a huge criminal, and he has committed violent crimes against women. And this is one of the things they're trying to cover up. So this is a huge network of people. Did I mention them all? There is the landlord, St. George Community Housing, these neighbours that are still involved in this, who are viewing into my home, stalking my every move. There is these abusive men, groups of abusive men who must be being paid by people that have put me through abuse in this situation. Even large organisations that have been involved in this are paying stalkers to stalk me and view into my home just to get information to, people are paying for this information. They're paying to view into my home to get information, to ideas to put me through abuse, like watching the things that I get out of my drawers and the things that I do in my home. They zoom in on my writing. They zoom in on, they watch everything. And they think of ways to put me through abuse. So they're paying to do that. And they must be paying to, like how they broke in and stole that information from me. Like, people will be paying for that. I don't know. There's some kind of game these people are playing where there's some kind of grand prize for the person who takes my life, or causes a huge ending in my life in some way to my health, so that I can't take care of myself. This is what they want. And there's information that corrupt members of the health system are holding back from me that I need to know, and they're trying to aggravate those conditions as much as possible. So I need urgent help. Transport workers are involved in this, and these groups of abusive men, my family members, and just these large organisations that have been involved in this, and they don't want the public knowing they've been involved. So, they're constantly sending stalkers and abuse towards me. These people are desperate. They're absolutely desperate. This is a town right now that's out of control because there's no police. There's no police. They're all corrupt here. And, I don't know, there might be one or two down there that aren't corrupt, but the hierarchy, whoever's in charge down there, they must definitely be corrupt. So thank you if you've listened to this video, and please, if you can help me in any way to expose this landlord, St. George Community Housing, if you can help me to get justice in this situation in any way, please reach out to me on the email that will be attached to this video. Please, if you can help me in any way to create public awareness, that would be very helpful too. I've reached out to people in the public eye to try and help me do that, but they haven't helped me for some reason. Either the justice system has stopped them, people have been taken bribes throughout this whole situation, so there could have been something like that, or they could have been told lies because corrupt members of the justice system, these neighbours that are around me carrying out this abuse, and my family members, they have told a lot of lies about me because they wanted to keep me isolated so that their plan would work. So I'm completely isolated. In this town here in Campbelltown, New South Wales, there's no one to trust. There's no one I can turn to because the corrupt members of the justice system have got just about everybody involved. There's one or two people that aren't involved around here, but I don't bother those people. They don't bother me, and they haven't been a part of this. But I'll tell you what, it's like 98% of the community has been involved in carrying out this abuse here. So thank you if you've listened to this, and please, if you can help me, Please help me. Otherwise, they're going to keep getting away with this.